This is the 118th birth anniversary of the great jurist after whom this institution has been named. And it's also a memorable day for all those who would be receiving or have received the degrees and equipped yourselves with the qualification for practicing the law or taking forward from where you stand. I congratulate all of you. But from here, quo vadis. Where does one go? It has become a tendency to measure the success of an institution today by campus placement. This is possibly borrowed from this management and engineering institutions. And I shall start my address with an element of introspection. Because for law universities, this might be a wrong criteria to assess the quality. For this profession primarily evolved as a career with large degree of independence and autonomy, which one goes on achieving as one progresses in the career. Of course, career path of the legal profession or a legal professional has changed over the years. When I had joined the profession, that was mid-80s, 1985, it was practically a one-dimensional single path. Court practice. Now we hear the term litigation lawyers. Few among us had joined the law firms, but those were again the family-run institutions or organizations. Today, apart from the litigation field, professional law firms have emerged. I'm noticing in some cases, fresh students coming out of the law schools. Okay, I studied in a college now. These are called schools. They join together and form a law firm, which is a welcome practice. Then joining the judiciary is also a career option. We have over 25,000 judicial posts in different district judiciaries in India, from where there's 1,000 plus judges, posts in the high courts. And to my mind, this is a path which is an excellent career option for all of you. The other changes I see is a shift in gender profile of the legal community. In fact, which was very prominent today. So many young girls or ladies are coming into the field. One analysis showed that in the district judiciary, different parts of India, around 36%, little more than that, are lady judges. Next comes law teaching. This was never a career option when I was doing law, because law used to be taught mostly by lawyers, practicing lawyers on a part-time basis. Very few law professors were there. We have about 2,000 law colleges in this country now, with 26 national law universities. And joining the legal academics also open new doors for research, which in turn tends to better understanding of the legislative process, which is very important for us who are in the thick of the profession, legal community as a whole, because seldom an empirical study has been done. One example I'll give, everyone says 498 section of Indian Penal Code, I guess all of you know what it is now, is misused. But where is the study? How many cases have been filed? How many acquittal has taken place? And how many cases could not be brought on the surface? This is an example only. Having said all this, ultimately majority of you will, I guess, join the law practice. Because litigation lawyers are the artillery and infantry of the legal community. The foot soldiers carry the AK-47 into the front. In this core area also, massive changes have taken place. There are now about 15 lakh legal professionals in India, and each year these 2,000 law colleges generate possibly around 300 law graduates fresh each. The field looks dense, but considering our population of over 140 crores and a fast-growing economy, there is room for all. Now, what makes a good lawyer? My own view is, as in the case of other professions, and more so in law, it is hard work, which learned Vice Chancellor already indicated. I have seen many brilliant minds in the legal profession collapse. They can't bear the burden of demand of this profession. But I have not seen a single lawyer who has worked very hard and failed. Everyone doesn't become the top 10, but hard-working lawyer always succeeds. And though each court tend to swarm with people in black robes, genuine clients' common complaint is that they are not getting a proper lawyer to represent their case. And this goes across the country. Other changes I see are mostly in the field of technology. Now, computers and other digital instruments are replacing papers. The chamber system has practically disintegrated, which is a bad thing. And I would, through this address, request all the senior lawyers to revive the chamber, because they are the actual nitty-gritty of the legal. It starts with the munshi, the clerk of the senior. He or she would have taken you to the department dealing with something called lawazima, ordinary, small defects which have to be cured, how to read or go through the records. Senior colleagues in the chamber would have taught you making list updates, and the senior will teach you how to find ratio in a judgment, how to formulate the grounds of appeal. So, while best way to learn swimming is, of course, jumping in the water, but coach helps always. There has to be a Dronacharya who want to have a Arjun. My other advices would be for the future lawyers to go back to the basics of the statutes. Now, ADR, IPR, all these acronyms are very popular. But unless one knows contract, transfer of property, sale of goods act, evidence, it's difficult to reach a destination in the career. One has to read Constitution article to article, front to back, back to front. Make that your habit. On your table, there should be one Constitution. Bare Constitution is okay. Maxwell's interpretation of statute and Salmon on jurisprudence. And whenever you will find free time, just flip through them. Then law is not a profession where you concentrate only on law. What's going on around you also impacts the growth of the legal profession, and a couple of law books which are not text, I feel are essential. These would include the first Attorney General of this country, Mr. Setalbad's My Story, then great Hidayatullah Sahab, My Own Boswell, and the third one is Roses in December by M.C. Chagla. These three books will give you a brief idea about how law evolved in late 40s, early 50s, 60s. Some training in district court is also necessary. And then comes the complex areas. One has to reconcile with computerization, artificial intelligence, and verify the results. The human intelligence is still necessary in the legal profession. I don't know about other professions. So let artificial intelligence not be the dominant tool. Your own intelligence is more important. Third thing is, one has to really think of mother language as the medium of law. We have 22 official languages and many more languages and dialects. Ultimately, one will have to evolve a system. Now, artificial intelligence is being applied, but there are also some shortcomings are there. For instance, I tried myself granting leave. The Google translation is Bengali, all of you will understand because the actual word is same. Chuti. छुट्टी मिल गया. Lastly, all of you must treat the chamber one senior counsel in Calcutta taught me, not that I have followed, early in my career, that your chamber be like a retail shop. Every day you have to open the shop, whether you use that incense sticks or not, that's your choice. In the morning, if client doesn't come, it's very good. Then you read all these summoned and flip through them. Maxwell. And if client comes, it's better, because then money will follow. And in legal profession, money is not always in direct proportion with the hard work you do. In a particular case, you will do huge work. It might not fetch you money. But in some cases, you put in little work, there will be inflow. But ultimately, if you work hard, there is always inflow. And sorry, sounding pedantic, but it's a pleasure to see so many young legal professionals who will dominate various high courts and district courts and Supreme Court in near and distant future. Wish all of you the best. Thank you.